welcome student. Today we are going to talk about types of microorganism. Now look at various groups in which microbes are classified. They can be broadly classified: bacteria, protozoa, fungi, algae, and each type has a characteristic cell structure, mode of nutrition, locomotion, and reproduction. First, we will discuss about bacteria. Bacteria are unicellular, means made up of one cell. Being a one cell, they perform all the activity. They perform all life process by using only one cell. And these are like nutrition, reproduction, motion, etc. Now about shape and size. They appear in variety of shapes and size. Some are spherical in shape, means cocci. Some are rod shape, means bacilli. Some are spiral in shape, that is called spirilla. Some are curved or comma shape, that is vibrio. So we can say variety of shape available in case of a bacteria. Actually, bacteria show oldest life form, means they are considered like first form. We can say they are our ancestor, or we can say they are one of the earliest form of life on the earth. Now, where they live? They live in soil, water, different types of waste, and deep portion of earth crust. So, basically, if you talk about bacteria, they are present almost everywhere. Bacteria are one of those organisms which can survive even extreme condition. Means if the temperature is very hot, they can survive. If the temperature is very cold, they can survive also. So, bacteria can live almost survive everywhere and anywhere. Bacteria live in plant, animal bodies. If we take example of human beings, a lot of bacteria are present outside or inside our body. Some of bacteria might help us and some of bacteria might harm of our body cell. So basically our body is a house of them. Even some bacteria live in colonies. Colonies means कि some of bacteria live in group and some is live in singly. Now about food habit, some are autotrophic, means they can make their food own self, and some are heterotrophic, means they depend for their food to others. So they are also able to utilize different substances such as sunlight, sulfur, iron to produce their food. Now we will talk about second classification, protozoa. So generally it is unicellular, consists of one cell. So that one cell will perform all the physiological function or activity of life such as locomotion, reproduction, respiration, ingestion, digestion and excretion, that all activities performed by only a one cell. They are vary in size and shape. Some are visible, while other requires high magnification, means they require microscope. The majority of protozoa are free living, but some are parasitic. Take example of amoeba. These are the unicellular, means made up of one cell. By having a one cell, it perform all the activities, all the life process. Other example of protozoa are Paramecium and Euglena. Okay, where they live? Mostly they are found in aquatic region or in the area that are moist. Now you see one things in common, most of the microorganism, they prefer warm places, they prefer moist places. That is why you also see most of the things will spoil due to the presence of moisture, due to the presence of warm temperature. That is why we all of us have refrigerator at own house, because inside the refrigerators the temperature is quite low. So it difficult for these types of a microorganism to grow. And also if you prepare a dish does not contain water, it will last for longer it compared to this which have lot of water. So we can say presence of moisture and presence of warmth, they often show the growth of microorganism. Now about fungi, this is the third classification. So these are a group of plant like non-green organism that grow on decaying surface. Even some are unicellular or also called microscopic like yeast, some are multicellular And macroscopic means you can see with naked eyes like mushroom. About size, they are different shape and size. Even they get nutrition from decaying plant and animal matter. Fungi are responsible for breaking down organic matter and releasing substance into the soil and the atmosphere also. So fungi can be found in many places such as rising bread, moldy bread, we can say stall food in the refrigerators, even on the forest floor. Here I given some example: bread mold, penicillin and aspergillus. You can see penicillin, it is the first fungus. By using this fungus, scientists discovered first antibiotic, that is penicillin. Let's talk about fourth classification, algae. Have you ever observed algae? If you go to a pond, not all the pond, but some pond or a lake have a thick green layer on the surface of water, look like a green carpet have been put on the surface of water. What is that green carpet? What is that green layer? So the green layer actually made up of a algae. So the growth of algae is present in the form of green layer. So these algae is multicellular. These algae is plant-like organisms that are usually aquatic. Unlike other microbes, they contain chlorophyll and therefore they carry out photosynthesis. However, unlike plants, algae do not have true root, stem, or leaves. Algae can be found in fresh water and salt water, even in damp and moist places, even on land. They may grow on rock surfaces, the bark of trees, even in stagnant water, and on rotting woods also. Algae, some example we are giving here, like Chlamydomonas, and second one is Spirogyra. At last, we will discuss about virus also, because viruses are also microscopic. They are simplest and tiniest of the microorganism and can only be seen with the help of a powerful microscope, like the electron microscope we used for seeing this. Viruses can't grow or multiply on their own. They need to enter a living cells to be are able to multiply. That is why some scientists have classified viruses as a non-living organism.